Today we will see this very good game between Tigran Petrosian versus Viktor Kortschnoj, and it was played in 1977. Okay, they were playing candidates match, and it was played like this was the sixth game. So let's see. White Tigran Petrosian starts with d4, and then Kortschnoj plays knight f6. Now knight f3, e6, and then c4. See, normally after d4, most of the time, okay, second move white plays this because black either plays d5 or knight f6 to attack this e4 square, and you can't play that directly. So then what to do? If you don't play c4, opponent can control the center very nicely, and then you don't get the chance to challenge that pawn. And that's why c4 is very important if you are playing d4 on the first move. Okay, to understand this, so many players, they allow the opponent to play d5 and knight f6, and then they can't play e4, and then they have to play slightly passive. So don't do that. This is better. d5, black play d5, knight c3, and then c5. Yes, see, black is also doing the same thing because you can't play e5 here because of these two attacks. So then what to do? The second option to attack on the d4 pawn is to play c5, and then you can do that. If the white player captures, you have support, so no need to worry. So c5 is a good move, and then c cross d5. Okay, c cross d5. So after that, knight cross d5. Okay, knight cross d5, then e4. So see, whenever you get the chance, you play e4, that's fine. Now the knight has to move. He has to either capture this or he has to go back somewhere. So he thought, okay, if I go on f6, I'll be attacked by the e5 pawn. And if I go on the other side, no use, because I should at least exchange, or I should go on the king side, because otherwise the opponent's pieces will attack on the king side very nicely. So what did he do? Let's see. After this, he captured. Okay, knight cross c3. So let's exchange. Then b cross c3. So white's pawn is coming towards center. So white is happy. Okay, the more pawn you have in the center, if you compare to the opponent's pawns, it is better. Okay, because then you can control the center better than the opponent. So here opponent said, let's exchange one more pawn. C cross d4, C cross d4. Okay, the more you exchange, then white cannot control so many squares. Otherwise, white will have more control, and that's why I thought let's exchange, and then let's try to attack like this. So bishop b4 now. Development of that bishop attacking the king. So check, and if you want to remove the check without losing the castling right, what to do? This is the move now. Bishop d2. You can't play the queen, of course. No, you don't want to lose extra point. And the second thing, okay, this piece is already developed, well developed. You don't want to move it again and move it behind. Plus, the knight is giving support, so the opponent can easily capture. So you don't want that. And that's why this is the only move. Bishop d2. Now the question is to exchange the bishops or give support with something like knight c6. And he thought, I will exchange because this is looking good. Okay, very good bishops are there. So he thought, okay, let's exchange, no problem. He captured bishop cross d2, queen cross d2, and then castles. Okay, black did castle. So if you compare, if you see, if you evaluate this position, it's almost equal. Okay, very slight advantage for white. And why is that? Because he has two pieces in the center developed, like queen and knights are ahead. Of course, the black has made castle, so it's good. White has even two pawns versus one if you compare in the center. So that is also another thing why white has that slight advantage, very slight. Actually, it's almost equal. But anyway, after castling, now it's white's turn again. What to do? You have to keep developing your pieces. You should not move the same thing again and again. And that's what white did. White developed this one. What is the idea? One idea to make castle after he's preparing to do that, and that's why he moved the bishop. Second, the bishop is on a good diagonal. Okay, of course, yeah, this pawn is giving support to this, so not that big problem for black. But white can do d5 afterwards, and once you play d5, and if you can exchange one pawn, then the other pawn can be weak, and then you can increase the pressure on that by knight or rook, something like that, and then you can do something, right? So bishop c4, knight c6, development, okay, of the knight. You have to keep moving your pieces out, and knight c6 attacking on this as well. So there are two attacks now, but white has two supports already, so no problem. Let's see what did white play. White played castle. Okay, so he made castle. King is safe, rook is active. Why do you have to do castle? You know, two reasons. King safe and rook active. Okay, these two are very important things. You have to make the king safe and you have to make the rook active, and that's why it's a good idea to do castle as early as possible. It's not compulsory. Okay, on each and every game, it's not compulsory for you to do that, but most of the time it's a good idea. So castling, and then black played b6. Why did he do that? See, the bishop is here. Okay, you have to develop that bishop. Now this side the bishop was blocked, okay, and you can't move the pawn easily. So then what to do? You shouldn't play this and then move the knight and then get the bishop here. It will take time. So he thought, let's move the pawn so that bishop can go either here. Here is little difficult right now, but yeah, if the bishop moves somewhere else, you can do that. So b6. After b6, what to do? Rook f e1. So you have to think, I have moved the king's pawn and queen's pawn, I have moved my knight, then the bishop is developed, I have made castle, the queen is moved. So after that, what to do? I have to do development of the rooks, and that's what he's doing now. See, all these opening principles, if you want to learn, it is there on our blog, onlinechesscoaching.com. If you go on this website, you can go to the blog. Okay, the name of the blog is How to Play Chess for Beginners in 11 Steps. And if you go on the 7th step, chess strategies, there you will find these opening principles. There are 8 principles I have given you, and you can follow them. If you want to know more, you can even see some of the videos, like first, second, third video. You can find the opening, what to do in the opening, that you will see there, or you can see in the future videos as well. Yes, so the queen is developed. Now you have to develop the rook. So rook f e1. What to do? First of all, there is a support here, and you have to get the rook towards center or on the open file. Now this is not open file, but almost semi-open file. This pawn can move and you can exchange, and then you can get this open file. So that's why you need the rook over here. So rook f e1. After that, as per the plan, bishop b7. The knight can move, and after that, this bishop can control this very good diagonal. Okay, it can attack from here. So then rook a d1. See, that's what, see, these are very good players and they are following the opening principles. Okay, so opening principles are not only for advanced players, they are for beginners as well. And the beginners, if you don't want to be at that level for a longer time, then you should learn these principles as early as possible and you should try to use them. And that's why rook a d1 is you have to develop the pieces. That's what he's doing. Rook a d1. Now knight e7. Okay, this knight, he understood this d5 is coming anytime now. That's why he's preparing all these, pawn is attacking, bishop is attacking, the queen, rook, everything. Why is he doing it? Because he wanted to play d5. Because once you play d5, then the problem, see, you have this problem, by the way, understand. This pawn is not having any, other pawn support because this pawn is here. Still, it's not bad because this is here. But you have to move that some, point of time. You cannot keep it there, otherwise the opponent can attack on it and you can have problems. So that's why he wants to move that pawn and open the game and exchange that maybe. So after that, when white was preparing everything for that, even black is doing the same thing. Now black is not allowing him to do that easily. Black is also attacking on this. So you should understand where the game is going on. The game is going on this d5 square. Everything is, like white is preparing to play that and black is trying to stop it. Let's see what happens after that. So after this, yeah, he's also preparing to go on the other side where you need some, protection to the king. So after knight e7, yeah, white played finally d5. He said, yeah, this is the time. I'm okay. If he captures, that's okay. I have enough supports and all. So he played d5 finally. So well prepared d5. This is a good move. E cross d5. Black has to take it. Black cannot allow this pawn to go ahead. Otherwise, white could play d6 as well. So he had to take it. E cross d5. Then E cross d5. So what did white achieve in this? White is saying, now I have a very good pass pawn. This is my strong pawn. Only 3 more moves and I can make the queen. It's not so easy. But yes, now there is no pawn here. If you see, black doesn't have any pawn here to block this. So what do you call it? This is called a passed pawn, okay, which has passed all the opponent's pawns. So it's a very strong pawn. Yeah, it is also an, isolated pawn, you can also say, but the thing is, if you have enough support, then you don't need to worry. Okay, now white has enough supports, so you can't say it's a weak pawn, it's a strong pawn. Okay, and it is quite ahead on the 5th rank, so it's like advanced passed pawn also, you can say, which can give some problems, okay, soon. So you have to be careful. Black has to pay attention to that pawn. So knight f5. He played knight f5. Why? I told you this is a dangerous pawn. You cannot just ignore that pawn, and that's why he's doing this, to stop that. See, this is a good pawn and he wants to stop it. The knight is a very good blockader. Okay, they say knight is the best blockader, and that's why the plan is to move the knight to d6 and stop this pawn. Once the pawn is blocked, then the bishop is blocked. This bishop will be bad then. Okay, this pawn will be bad, and then he can increase the pressure afterwards. Knight e5. Knight e5 is the move. The knight is in the center and it's very good, controlling more. Now knight d6, blocking this. What to do? I just told you what to do. So now he played that. Yes, knight c6. So now black can capture this and attack on the queen, but white said even I can do the same. I can even do that. So knight c6 is a good move. Okay, what to do? Here now you should move the queen on this side. Okay, queen f6 should be the move, but he has not played that, and he played, he made a mistake here. Which is that mistake? I'll just tell you. He played bishop cross c6. So bishop cross c6 is not a good move because you are allowing this pawn to go more and more, closer towards the queening square. So it's not a good idea. And that's why d cross c6 and white is looking better and better now. Okay, now he captured this, the knight cross c4. Now, if you exchange, if you exchange the pieces, then black is okay. Because then black can, stop this afterwards. But if you have pieces on the board, and if they give some other threats, like now the queen f4, white played queen f4. What is the idea? Idea is to give attack on this. Plus, he has given support to this. So anytime the c7 is coming, okay, the rook is also already attacking. The rook can also capture the queen. Correct. The rook is also attacking the queen. So all these threats are there. And now what to do? The only move to save this and this at the same time can be this only. Okay. But here also actually, if you see, it's not like that. Yeah, he can to attack one support. So he thought that, okay, I will save somehow, but actually it's not possible. So whatever you have got, okay, you have got extra piece before. Now you are losing that piece back. So knight d6, then rook cross d6, and then queen c7. So before black has got a piece free, it was not free, it was for some time actually, you can say, and then white got it back. And now the pawn is ahead. Okay, pawn is on the 6th rank. That's a very dangerous pawn. He has to do something fast. Okay, otherwise that pawn can reach on the last rank very soon. So what did he do? He stopped that pawn first of all. Second, he pinned the rook. Now see, if the rook moves anywhere, what can happen? The queen is in trouble. Queen can be captured. So now the first thing you have to do, give support to the queen. So if the support is there, then you can move the rook. And white played g3. So the idea is to give support, number one, and two, make space for the king as well. So now there is no back rank mate. Okay, and then he can move the rook ahead somewhere wherever he wants. Okay, and after g3, now let's see. Black played h6. So black also did the same. He made space for the king, number one. Second, he stopped this queen from coming here. Okay, so let's see after that what happened. Queen e5. Now queen is coming forward. The idea may be to go here and exchange. Okay, if you need. So that can be one possibility. Here, can you play rook e8? No. The idea, see, there are two attacks. Now you will say the queen will capture, then the rook is there, but then you have another rook. Who is losing more? Black will lose 5 plus 5, 10 points. White will lose only 9 points. So it's not a good idea to play any rook over here. Rook e8. Okay, you can play rook a d8 maybe to attack on this more. But here, what did he play? Let's see, he played rook a ca to give support. So in case if he moves this anywhere, there should be no problem to the queen. Now the queen has a support. Now white played this queen d5 because he had also made attack on this. Two attacks. Of course, the rook was giving support, but now two supports. Plus now the rook can go ahead afterwards. Not now because then he can take this pawn. So he's preparing for that over here or something like that. So queen d5 plus pinning this, maybe afterward even this rook can come here, pawn can't take. So all these threats are there. Now king h7. Okay, king h7, removing this pin. The king is giving support to this one. So in case if he wants to give sacrifice, now it's not possible. If there are more supports, there are more options. So let's see. White played rook e4. So now white has decided to attack on this king side. Where is it going now? Either here or here. It's going to attack on this side. Okay, that's the plan. The queen can come again here or here, and it can queen can also attack on this side. So let's see. After this, again king goes on this side, king g8, because there are more threats coming up. This check, then this here somewhere. So he thought I'm behind is. I'm okay over here, okay, on g8 only. Now king g2. So before doing anything ahead, he thought I should not have any problem to my king. So he's making the king safe. So before striking, you should do something like this. Okay, you make all the things okay, and at that time you can strike. Okay, you prepare everything, and once you are ready with everything, then only you strike. So don't make hurry. Don't play something, I just want to do it without any other plans or any other arrangement. If you do that, there can be problems afterwards to your king as well. So here he played a6. Why? Because now he has to do something. He has very few moves to play. Everything is, blocked. He can't even move this because then there can be more attacks on this side. And where can he move? Okay, here, the attacks are there. So there are less problems. I mean, less moves and more problems. Yeah. And the king also cannot move that much. The pawn, if you move the pawns ahead, then there are more weaknesses. You can't move the pawns on the king side. So he thought, okay, I should move on this side. And he thought I have two pawns versus one. So I should try to make, pass pawn on this side. But it's not very easy. It's risky. The more you move, these pawns, the pawns can be then weaker and weaker. You have to be careful. So after a6, now white played h4. So white has enough moves. White has no problem with his moves. So he's just preparing, okay. And then b5. So b5 is stopping maybe a4. He has played that. And then g4. So he's saying, okay, I have few pieces to attack, but they are not sufficient enough to do that. Then what to do? Then you have to use whatever you have. So even the pawn should, go ahead. Now h5 will come, then g5 you will capture. So then what will happen? The king will be open. So that's the strategy. Okay, he can attack like this. This pawn will be weaker. He can capture after. So that's the plan. h5, g5. If he capture, he can capture with not that time. First, he will save the rook and then maybe afterwards. So that's the plan. King h7. Again, he is just trying to make some waiting move. He doesn't want to make more weaknesses. So what to do then? In that case, you can just move something like this. King h7, king g8. All these moves are just waiting move, nothing else. Both are, waiting for the opponent's mistake. They are not committing themselves, but they are waiting for the opponent to make any mistake. And then they will strike on that. So rook e2, again, not doing that much, he made space for this queen maybe over here. But again, it's not that great. He has moved the rook maybe to give support and to guard the second rank where the king is also there. That's why he came here. So let's see. King h8. So both are waiting. This is a waiting game now. He's saying, okay, you do something. He's saying, you do something. Both are saying like this to each other. Now g5. So he's saying, now I'm going to open this. What will you do? So now he has forced a black to play h5. He has to play h5. If you don't do, he's going to open this side. And then once the king side is open, then the king will have problem. Because black pieces are on the other side and white pieces can attack very nicely on this king. So he said, no, I don't want to do that. So let me close. I'll play h5 first and then I will play g6. So everything is okay after that. Okay, once the pawns will give support to each other, then they are okay. So here he played h5. And now here what to do? And white played a good move here. And that move is rook d2. So what is the idea? The idea from here, now he can play either this, okay, and then, yeah, of course, the queen can capture. Then he has some, plans. So let's see what is the plan. But the main thing, yeah, he can do anything at the right time. He doesn't have to do it right now. So it's not compulsory that he has to play rook d7 right now. But let's see. He's waiting now. Again, he's waiting for opponent to make a mistake. So rook f e8 now. See, he has played this. Now black understood, if I don't do anything right now, I will be, having very less moves to play and the opponent will make the attack alone. So I should also try to do something. So he's getting his rook out, but it will not help. So now queen f3. See, he's moving the queen somewhere from where he has the support to this. And this move, now you can understand why did he play. Before he couldn't play queen f3 when the rook was here because this rook had no support. So the main idea to play rook d2, now you can understand, to give support to this rook so that this queen can be free to go anywhere. So queen has moved now here. Queen wanted to attack on this weakness. Now he's forcing him to play g6. See, once he will play g6, then again these squares will be weaker. So how to force the opponent to move the pawns and make the pawns structure or king side weaker? You can learn from this. Now, actually, you can play king g8 again and give that pawn. Okay, but here he played g6. He tried to save it, and now that's what white was waiting for. So now he played rook to d5. See, everything now he's preparing slowly, steadily, not doing anything special. And the opponent is like, restless, or you can say very much frustrated. Now he's trying to do something, but he can't do anything. He has to defend. Okay, he can't attack. So he said, okay, I have to go back, and he gave support to this because thinking, okay, what can happen if he will make more attack on this pawn. So he gave one more support, rook f8, and then rook f6. See, so that was the plan. He came here, now he has made attack. This rook can also come afterward, join this, and then this pawn will be very weak. Once this pawn will fall, then there can be a problem to this king as well. So rook f6 is a good move. Now he played queen e7. Rook d7, yes. He wanted to do that. Black also knew that, and that's why he came here, so that this queen can come here and keep the support to this. But it's not going to help. Okay. Here, actually, he should have played queen c5, which was, doing something, attacking on this or something. But here he played queen e8. Okay, giving support, but they are not enough. So now what to do? There is a very good move now. And here you can say this is a puzzle now. Okay, very nice position. And this position now black cannot stop white from doing checkmate. Okay, so now the first thing you have to understand, okay, I have enough pieces. The king is alone on this side. Now the thing is, these are the pawns which are, defending the king. So now this is the right time to sacrifice. Okay, most of the time, the students, they ask me, sir, when should I sacrifice? So this is the position. You can see the position. You have more pieces which are attacking. The opponent has king on this side, which is almost alone. No pieces here. They are on the other side. They are doing nothing on this side. Okay, they can't. And your king is safe. Your king is safe. Plus, these pawns are also not good. They are having only 1-1 support. And this is the only problem now, these pawns, okay, which are defending the king. So what to do? Now you have to think, okay, where can I strike? Where can I sacrifice my one of the piece or pawn, whatever you can. So here he has got it, and he played the best move here, rook cross at g6. And now the opponent has understood what has happened, but it is too late. He can't do anything to stop it. Now here, if he captures with this, he actually here he played queen e5. Okay, opponent played queen e5 here to try to do something, but it's not the correct one, because now after queen e5, what happened? White just captured this and it was a checkmate. Actually, this happened in the game, but we'll see what happened if you capture with this pawn. Okay, suppose you take this, then what to do? Then there is a check on this side. See, the check is there. Now, if you block it with the by the queen or the rook, queen will just take it. Nothing will happen. So the only move is this, and then you know what to do. Queen g7 is a checkmate.